Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round. I'm your host, Matt Moore, and we're here to discuss episode 410 of Arrow. This episode is known as Blood Debts. I, of course, am your host. Let me introduce the panel. We just have a couple people today, but that's okay because that means we don't have Isaiah. And yay! All right, let's start on the left with Charles. How you doing, Charles?
I'm doing pretty good, and this episode of Arrow was, it was okay. It was better than Flash, but it was still, okay.
Okay, all right. And Lou, how you doing, Lou?
I'm good. Like Whedon said, this episode was okay. I'm more curious to know who's in that fucking box.
Well, now we know it isn't Felicity.
Yeah, that is true. We know it's not Felicity. My opinion of the episode was it was a subpar episode of Arrow. Arrow has good episodes. It has bad episodes. This was definitely one of the bad episodes. But generally, I give my ratings compared to every other show out there. I think this episode was horrible. I really do. Everything about it annoyed the fuck out of me. Everything. Other than the fact that we saw that Felicity was alive. That was the only thing I did like. I didn't give a shit about Anarchy. Like, honestly, I kind of glossed over the last time on Arrow. And so I was watching this episode the first time I watched it, because I watched it twice. The first time I was watching this episode, I'm all like, who the fuck is Macon? Who the fuck is this dude?
They recasted him because he didn't look like the same one from the first time he appeared.
It was the same guy. It was the same guy.
And
the only reason why it looked different is because of the prosthetics to give the scars on his face.
This guy was a bit fucking character. This guy was nobody before. I'd long forgotten him. And so when they brought him back, it's just like, who? Who is this?
Well, Anarchy is a sort of a subpar Batman villain, but as we know, Arrow is basically the CW's equivalent to Batman, so they're pretty much taken from him. But anyway, even in the episode where they first showed Anarchy before he started wearing that stupid mask, I didn't care about him then. I didn't. I mean, back before the season even started and they announced, oh, Anarchy's been cast, I'm like, ooh, a villain I've never heard of. Let's see how this is going to play out. I'm like, really? You could have done so much better. This guy is just stupid.
I don't know. Every time I kept seeing the fucking A in a circle, I kept thinking of Sons of Anarchy. How I want that show back.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now. I am pleading to the producers and the writers at CW that the villain that we should have in the present day is the same villain that we have from the flashback, Coughlin.
I think that is. I was thinking something like that. How we should see Conklin in the present day. I think that would be freaking amazing, because Conklin's a huge asshole. I mean, a huge asshole. And
I want to see him because the actor that plays him is one of my favorite TV actors. His name is Ryan Robbins.
Oh God, was he on fucking SG-1?
No. He was on Stargate Atlantis very briefly, but he's actually mostly well known for his performances in Sanctuary and also Continuum.
Shows I don't watch.
Yeah, well, so Sanctuary is no longer around. It got canceled after 4 seasons, and then Continuum just ended. Yeah.
But I don't think he would make it off the island.
The actor, I just think that he plays well against Oliver Queen.
He was also in Falling Skies, and he was great in Falling Skies.
I stopped watching Continuum. I don't think I ever watched Sanctuary, and I watched like the first half of the first season of Fallen Skies.
Well, I stuck with it until the end, but still.
Sometimes sci-fi can get too sci-fi, and then I'm out. And those shows definitely fall in that category.
Well, here's a show you haven't started watching yet, and you should: The Expanse.
I'm kind of afraid that that's going to do the same thing. That it's going to be too much sci-fi, and at that point, it just goes away. Like, I like light versions of fantasy. I like light versions of sci-fi. Like, one was a light, frolicking jump. I'm trying to jump through sci-fi, as it were.
I don't think it's too sci-fi yet. So far, the
It's
first
getting
season has been good.
it's getting there. It's getting
I
there.
don't think so.
I can see where this show is going, and
I like the futuristic Samsung phones.
Okay. Let me guess. They have phones that are like this big.
No, they're actually normal sized phones, but they're literally plexiglass.
Oh, okay, okay.
And it looks like something Samsung is going to try to do in the future.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Got their
Is this a
design.
hangout discussion for The Expanse, or is it for Arrow?
Fuck you.
There's not much to talk about in Arrow. Well, we're going to talk about Oliver being a whiny bitch. I need to find Damien. I need to find Dark.
Well, he had a reason for finding him, man.
To be fair, and I was going to do a write-up for this episode, except, like, partway through it, I felt that I had to describe exactly what the main bad guys... I felt that I had to explain the backstory of this main bad guy, even though everybody had seen it, because of the fact that I didn't fucking remember it. I had to look it up for me to explain it. So I felt that I needed to explain it to everyone, and that made for a bad write-up, so I just scrapped it. But when doing that, it kind of made me think about this, is you have Oliver Queen, who should be by his fiance's side. That's where he should be. That's his place. But instead of being by her side, he's running around back alleys, underpasses, warehouses, whatever, beating the crap out of ghosts, who he knows is not going to say anything. And I thought about it, and I'm all like, yeah, I do the same thing. Is where he's supposed to be and where he has to be are two different things. Because he's got to be pissed. Obviously, he's pissed.
I'm going to say this. Maybe we should tweet at the showrunners of Arrow and Flash and say, you have failed both cities because you gave us decent mid-season finales and you come back with subpar bullshit. Like, you should set up when we're going on winter break, how we're going to go in strong, and when we come back stronger. It was pathetic.
I'm not going to do any such thing only because of the fact that Geeks of the Round and my Twitter account are starting to gain some recognition recently. So I'm not doing anything to piss anyone off.
And I'm sorry to say this, but I just realized that Patty Spivet's apartment is John Diggle's apartment.
I'll have to look at that. I have to...
I caught that set up like... What? They're using... Oh, hell no. John's apartment is Patty's apartment.
Well, hey, it's cost effective.
It is. They film on the same lot.
I'm willing to dismiss it. It
would be funny if they made a mistake and left some white woman shit in John Diggle's apartment.
Well, he does have a white wife.
Fucking hilarious.
He does have a wife.
What's the picture of that white blonde woman doing on the back wall there?
I don't know, but I think we lost Whedon.
Oh, Whedon, come back. So let's see. He did say he was having problems with his internet. Hopefully he works out.
No, I had to go AFK for a sec.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
AFK.
Away from keyboard. I had to get this.
Oh.
A Gatorade. It took a little while for your camera to focus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so he's running around killing all these ghosts, looking for Dark. He's not finding him, so he ends up sending Diggle to beat the crap out of his own brother. Which Diggle, he's all like, "Yeah, sure, let's do that. That's a good plan. Let's go beat the crap out of my brother."
Oh man, I can't even count how many times I've wanted to do that to my own brother.
Then do it.
Your knuckles bled? Come on. That's fucked up.
Oh no, my brother is a dick.
Well, if your brother's such a dick, take a fucking pipe wrench and bash him across the back of the back.
Exactly.
Happy.
Lou's got the right idea.
Nah, I won't do that because then I'll go to prison. But no.
Why? Look. Here's the key. Make him hit you first.
Even if I use I'm not even going to get into this during a live hangout. Okay, move on.
I actually used to spar with my sister, and how I would spar is I just block, like Marine Corps boxing style. I just block, and she'd end up hurting herself, hitting me. It was hilarious. I never hit her once. I didn't have to. She would always walk away limping, or like with a hurt arm or something. I loved being a big brother. In any case, yeah. So he ends up beating the crap out of his brother, and in that same episode, he ends up reconciling with him. So
on the good merits of his wife's counsel.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So you have the black guy who ends up reconciling with his younger family member. This hasn't happened in another show recently, has it? Oh, wait, it just fucking happened in Flash. This is that... Huh? Wally West, Joe West.
Oh, God, you mean Dumbo Ears #2?
Oh, God, that's right, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, they end up having this big old fight, and then they end up, like, making nice. And it's just like, what the hell? Why do you have to have those things happen in the exact same...
Looks like somebody's picking from the... Damn it, I fucked up my own joke. I'm talking about, like, how the Arrow Riders are stealing sort of the test answers from the Flash Riders.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, they all write in the same room.
Most likely, yeah. In any case, so you have that. Then you have Felicity, who thinks that she's no longer engaged. And we knew that shit wasn't going to happen. There's no way in hell Oliver's going to be like, yep, peace, bitch, I'm out. Like, that wasn't going to happen.
I'm sorry, but I would send Thea and Laurel to an island resort just to get fat. Because they too goddamn skinny. Ooh,
okay,
God,
Isaiah,
they looking bad.
Okay, Isaiah, why don't you just bring up random shit?
Hey, you know what? Laurel and Thea are both hot, okay? I think they're both attractive.
Yeah, if you like bones.
They got meat on their bones. Not
No,
much,
they
but they got...
don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't. That's what you call a 4-ounce steak. I want that 8-ounce.
God damn it.
We'll get you some Viola Davis, Amanda Waller. How's that?
Yeah, she's about an 8-ounce, maybe a 10-ounce.
Yeah, exactly.
You got plenty of meat.
Amanda Waller, Suicide Squad.
Yes, I know. I just don't know what you're talking about in regards to the 4-ounce and the 8-ounce.
How much meat is on the bone?
Oh.
You need some meat. If it's too bony, you get a lot of, it could hurt you.
It's like Amanda Waller from Arrow and Flash doesn't have any meat on that bone. Amanda Waller from the Suicide Squad does. We're being horribly sexist right now. If you happen to be female and pissed off, I apologize. We're not actually like this in real life. I'm just running with Lou's joke. Blame him.
Yeah, it's all Lou's fault.
Lou's, you're going to get me in trouble. You don't even know. All right, so what else happened in this
That's
episode?
what happens when you're
Nothing else happened in this episode.
That's what happens when you're the junior exec.
Nothing else happens in this episode. Thea might have gotten some. Like, that might have happened. But that's it. I mean,
let's call it
a boring fucking episode. I zoned out both watchings. I zoned out.
I don't know. Has anybody watched Carter? Because I deleted it.
I watched both Carters.
Is it worth watching?
They're actually as good as 3/4 of the way through the season last season. In other words, because it took a while to build up, it's not as good as how it ended, but it's not as bad as how it started.
So in other words, I ain't gonna waste my time.
All right, whatever.
Especially since we're not doing a hangout.
So that was kind of a short hangout. Does anyone have anything else to add?
I think it's Thea in the box.
You think it's Thea in the box?
Yeah. I have a strong...
What if it's a dick in the box?
A what?
Nothing. Never mind.
I didn't hear you.
Good. That's very good.
I have a strong feeling it's going to be Thea, because that sizzle reel Whedon posted earlier the other day, it shows Thea in the hospital again, and I think something's going to happen to her, and she's kind of giving off that vibe.
Like she's giving.
Here's my thing: is I think that we are looking at this wrong. I think now this goes into wild speculation. Is I think that whoever is in that box is only mildly important, at least to Felicity and to Oliver. However, the person who did it is what's important. I think that somewhere, someone in Team Arrow kills someone in Team Arrow.
God
Bam!
damn it. They're taking pointers from the fucking originals.
That is my thought, and obviously it can't be Thea because there's no way Oliver would kill Thea. It's just not possible. But
So,
let's say Diggle killed Thea, or Diggle killed Laurel, or Diggle killed fucking Captain Lance. I think it's something like that. Someone on Team Arrow killed someone on Team Arrow.
that's a stretch.
Not if you look at that very last scene. What is going to make, that's just it, is what is going to make Felicity say, you know what you have to do? You have to kill him. Felicity, how she said that is what gives me that idea. Because Felicity's on board with fucking Oliver killing Damien Dark now. So this is her saying, you know, now, as if she were making this decision at that point. That's why I think it's someone else. I don't think it's Damien Dark that put the body in the box.
It could be Malcolm Merlin who did it.
No,
Maybe.
no.
Yes.
I don't think it's Malcolm Merlin.
Yes.
I don't think it is, because I think Merlin is no longer a threat. He is doing his own thing at Namda Parbat. He is
Merlin
is
not.
always
Do
a
you
threat.
not remember the end of fucking the Vandal Savage episode? That guy is playing sides. That guy is playing sides like a motherfucker.
Merlin will always be a threat.
Yeah.
You got a point. Well, hell, he wasn't a threat during last season. He was working with everybody.
And he
Because
is,
his end goal.
But
The end goal for Merlin was he wanted to be the next Roz, and he
Yeah.
used Oliver to do it.
Yeah.
So
Means
remember,
to an
like
end.
Matt says it best. Merlin always has a hidden agenda.
yeah,
Why the hell does he go pick up some of fucking Randall Savage's dirt?
Randall Savage. That's Vandal's younger brother. Randall Savage is Vandal's younger brother. He's a surfer, and he's an immortal surfer.
Macho
He's
Man
going
Randy
to
Savage.
the beach, and he's like, yeah, bro.
That's where I was actually going with it. Was Randy Savage. Woo, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's just it. Is first off, I think Malcolm Merlin is going to bring Vandal Savage back. Now, why he's doing that shit, I do not know. But I think he's going to bring Vandal Savage back, or he's going to use Vandal Savage's ashes to bring the Lazarus Pit back. One of the two.
Something's got to give. We need to find out how the hell he's coming back in Legends of Tomorrow.
Well, that's just it. Is in Legends of Tomorrow, they're going back into the past, and that's where Vandal Savage already is. Vandal Savage is already there.
Dude, they got Randall Savage popping up all over the place.
You said Randall again.
Homie gonna be in the future, the past, the present.
Are they going to the future? I know they're coming from the future. Oh,
Dude,
that's right. They're coming from the future because Vandal Savage's forces are taking over the future. So, yeah, obviously Vandal Savage is alive in the future. Maybe he gets reincarnated. Maybe there is no way to permanently kill Hawkman, Hawkgirl, or Vandal Savage.
Merlin took him to the Lazarus Pit and sprinkled it around. The next thing you know, he comes back to life.
Oh, just a little bit of dash of Vandal Savage. God damn it. You almost had me saying it, Lou.
Ooh.
All right. So, do we have any other wild speculations? Because I think the
I
whole
got
someone
nothing.
on Team Arrow kills someone on Team Arrow is about as extreme as you can get for a wild speculation.
I got nothing. I got a whole lot of nothing.
I'm gonna go with you on your little theory. I don't think it's gonna be an Arrow versus an Arrow killing. I think it's going to be more of a Merlin doing the killing.
Yeah, I consider him an outside member. I mean, he's not a member, but he fucking walks into that room whenever the fuck he wants.
Because
Like seriously,
he's-
that place has got like the Flash Cortex kind of security. Like their security is like a welcome mat right on the bottom, and there's a key underneath. And if you know there's a key underneath, you can walk right in.
Oh no, they changed those locks. Now it's
Oh
biometrics.
yes.
You can still get in that bitch.
Yes, except instead of like blacklisting like everything, they just instead of whitelisting people that are allowed in, they just whitelist everybody and they blacklisted Damien Dark. Like Damien Dark's the only person that can't get through those biometrics. They're like, yeah, that's how they're doing it.
I was like, oh, Anarchy, yeah, you can come on in.
Yeah, come
Count
on.
Short,
If you
yeah,
know
you can
where
come
we
on
are,
in.
if you know where we are, you're allowed in. That's just how it works. Okay, so I think we can wrap up. Geekstheround.com. Email us at geekstheround@gmail.com. 801-609-4687. That's 801-609-GOTR. Leave us a message. And we will probably put you on the air so long as what you say makes sense. Let's see. Also, of course, Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter at Geeks Around. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.